Dr. Knag, now an interesting one. Detail number 6 is a vertical section through the bottom of the door. Means we have outside the street, inside the floor, and we want to make sure that it's also for someone entering with a wheelchair not that big of a barrier. So therefore we have to think about that.
First thing what we do after, say, giving it a name, which is detail number, what was it? D6. Door. Detail 6. 1, 2, 2. First thing is what we do, we start with the door detail. So the door detail which we already used in our setting, and we assume we start somewhere here with the glass, and it comes down like this, and then we place the door detail as we supposed to use it, and it actually starts with the sealant, of course, a profile, and again we simplify the whole thing.
Yeah, just the contour line in principle.
Yeah, it's fixed in here, and it comes with this and this. Then we have the spacer, and I think there's a second one in here. Okay, this gives us, say, principal idea of where the door sits, and now we need to seal with an.
Now what we have is, in principle, the door frame is on the two vertical elements, and the top horizontal part is one profile that is just cut on the mitre. Yeah. Underneath we have sort of a different one. It's the door sill. It has a different requirement because your people are actually walking over, or you have a little wheel car or whatsoever. So therefore this is a different detail. And also we want to make sure that no water can come inside.
Outside, inside?
Outside, inside, precisely.
Moving to this side, so it needs to be flush here. We need to have a barrier against outside water.
Because if it rains and everything goes wrong.
And then it still needs to be sealed.
Yeah.
So we do it here with just one layer of getting it sealed. So this is, say, the principal system. Again, this is something which we take from the catalog. So we don't develop it ourselves as a system. And then this piece, which in this system is out of plastic, needs to be brought in position, so there's going to be a solid part with some space.
Yeah, this is often also an aluminium profile.
Exactly. It may go down more deep, and for being rigid, it may also end with kind of extra support components, depending.
Yeah, we have seen, for instance, extruded plastic profiles with an insert of a steel rectangular tube in order to make it very stiff. In case you walk over, it doesn't bend through.
And then we kind of like to have it flush.
Yep.
And when I start drawing the outside, I may have some kind of
tiles or whatsoever, precisely. Natural stone.
Whatever, as an outer layer. And then we need to, as usual, seal the whole thing. So, and then drainage needs to find its way out here. We may cover this with a plate, laminated, so that the foil itself is not corrupted. And then there's gravel, ground. This is, of course, not.
And here's also sand or something, or some.
Whatever you want, whatever you want to place. Not our piece of cake, but something has to happen there as well. And then we need to get this sealed from the inside as well. So it's actually sealed here.
Yeah, and the trick is that you don't have the bottom part of the standard facade running through. It stops where the door starts. So underneath the door, there is no horizontal facade beam.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point.
Because otherwise you would always run over it, and then, it's powder coated, for instance. That's not something you would like to have scratches and sand. And
so this is, say, drainage. Rain finds its way.
Yep.
This is airtightness at the inside. So we fix it to our bottom profile of the door. And then it's fixed here. And then, the same floor built up as we already knew it from the previous sketch, which was some kind of hard insulation here, some hard insulation here, and mineral-based floor, some kind of cover,
Carpet,
silicon a bit, and that's
and that's it.
mainly
Yeah,
it.
precisely.
Yeah, I missed some installation here.
Yeah, and here's kind of like later also has to be developed with landscape architect maybe. If you maybe also have a drainage system here, there's this slit drainage, very slender, very small, whatsoever.
It could also be a gutter,
Yeah,
right? A
precisely,
gutter, and then it's flush. Marcel, I'm not going to be able to do this three-dimensional because of.
Yeah, there's no, yeah. I don't insist, but I think
Thank you.
good.